As a full-time technician, you've probably become very accustomed to the different types of jobs you perform. And as you approach each new assignment, you feel safe, confident. But that illusion of safety may lull you into some very dangerous carelessness. On the one hand, you don't expect any problems. You trust your own abilities. And you trust your equipment to perform as expected. But on the other hand, foreign voltage lurks everywhere. If you go without your 188A test set, you're going unprotected. Electrocution doesn't cause minor injuries. It kills. And it only takes one careless contact. As simple as it looks, the 188A is a very effective preventative tool. The 188A was designed to measure the difference between the voltage in your body and that of the object you are testing. When used properly, danger is indicated by a flashing red light. A safe object is indicated by a steady green light. Many times, technicians won't test for foreign voltage. They'll assume that their experience will help them recognize a hazard intuitively. But human beings weren't designed to test for foreign voltage. The 188A test set was. This routine installation at a mobile home doesn't appear dangerous. But faulty wiring can energize the walls of any metal-sided structure. Proper testing with the 188A will ensure your safety, as well as that of the family living in the house. As you approach the work area, look around. Check for obvious hazards in the area. After you've performed the self-test to be sure your 188A test set is in proper working order, check the walls for foreign voltage. Use the probe tip to make solid contact directly with the metal in an unnoticeable place. If the green light is on, you can begin work safely and confidently. Remember, all metal-sided buildings require testing, not just mobile homes. And if the set begins to vibrate, move away from the area. Do not touch the building. Test set vibration indicates the presence of high voltage. Before proceeding on any aerial job, test objects at the base of the pole for foreign voltage. Vertical metal conduits, telephone suspension strands, and guy wires are among the items that can be dangerously charged. As you approach a work area that's in close proximity to power lines, you may encounter other factors that you can't see. In situations like this, a blinking red light may be an indication that induced voltage caused by an electrostatic field is present.
Got a red light up here, John.
Although this type of induced voltage isn't dangerous, it makes the 188A's readings for other voltage inaccurate unless the induced voltage is bled off first. This process requires that you ground the test set using a W1BU cord. Attach the conductive probe tip cap to the handle and connect the ground wire to the tip. Now, retest. If the set is giving you a green light, foreign voltage is not present. You can proceed with your job safely.
I did the trick, John.
Remember, in time, conductive probe caps may lose their conductivity. To make sure they're still working properly, test them by introducing the conductive probe cap into the self-test circuit. When you test for induced voltage, Your hand must be in contact with both the conductive cap and the handle. If your hand is covered with excessive amounts of dirt or grease, it might cause a faulty reading. Finally, if you've gone through all the appropriate testing procedures and a red light is still indicated, contact your local management center. The power company will need to be notified. Telephone company facilities may also be placed near power lines underground. Like aerial applications, any number of things can cause the telephone facilities to become energized. Whenever you're working on a buried plant, be sure to use your 188A and test first. Power surges, down poles, and transformer malfunctions are just a few of the ways that an object like a streetlight fixture can suddenly become energized. So once you've tested the work area and you know everything's safe, ground the fixture with a B temporary bond. You must wear protective rubber gloves when placing the bond. Attach the small clip to the suspension strand. Then attach the large clip to the object being grounded. When the bond is in place, there's a direct connection to ground in case a fault develops. When removing the bond, release the large clip first, then the small clip. Remember, rubber gloves should be thoroughly examined before each use. The B bond should be tested for continuity also. If a current passes through the B bond, the rubber insulation will begin to smoke. The metallic strips within the clamp assembly will not. Should smoke appear, do not make contact with the work area. Secure the area to ensure public safety. Then notify your management center. In general, rubber gloves are not used when testing with the 188A. The exception is when you suspect the presence of voltage in excess of 20,000 volts. Whenever this possibility exists, test first, wearing protective rubber gloves. These gloves will insulate you from accidental shock if any high voltage is present. Once you've determined that the area is clear of excessive voltage, you have to repeat the test, this time with no gloves on. The rubber gloves will protect you from excessive voltage levels, but they may also prohibit the 188A from detecting other foreign voltage in your work area. So, remember, test twice, with and without gloves. DC power runs subway trains, trolley cars, and heavy machinery. DC power is likely to be found in older mill-type buildings or manufacturing facilities. When DC power is in use at a job location, complete the AC power testing as you normally would. But a green light at this point doesn't necessarily mean safety. It merely indicates that no AC power is present. You must also test for DC power. After checking the continuity of the B bond, connect the B bond large end clip to a known earth ground. In this case, the main entrance conduit. Connect the small clip to the 188A ground contact. Press and hold the trigger and test again. Remember, if hazardous levels of DC voltage are indicated, secure the area and report the condition to your customer. Then contact your management center. Over the course of an average work week, it's not unusual for technicians to go to places where some kind of foreign voltage is present. So don't be careless. Make voltage testing a habit. Become completely familiar with the 188A test set and its various applications, and look out for the kinds of situations you've seen in this tape. Make sure your 188A is in perfect working order before you perform a test. Remember, it only takes one badly timed mistake to end your career and maybe your life. Use the 188A test set to to ensure a safe work environment and to make sure you get home safely at the end of every day.